Hello, everyone. Let's check out the women's section of the American Cup 2022. Tap seed Irina Krush or Irina Krush defeated the young upstart Alice Lee. Okay, here Irina used her experience to beat the young 12-year-old Alice Lee. Let's check it out. Okay, Irina was white, another English, e6. English is very flexible, so it's actually good to use the English opening in a match. Knight f3, d5, b3. Okay, just a very solid approach. f6, e3. Bishop into b2, d4, rotation d5, okay, g3, bishop g2, bishop into a3, getting rid of the dark square. Takes, queen e7, knight c2, a5, castles, queen c1, bishop a6. I actually don't like this bishop a6 idea by Alice. It was better to play c5 here, yeah. No, for example, if white plays rook d1 and then rook f8, now you have a potential pass pawn in c-pawn. Although white could take, and these are two hanging pawns. But with black's activity, black should be all right here. You know, let's say queen to b2, for example, and then knight e4. The bishop on b7 protects d5. I don't like bishop a6 here. Let's see what happens. Actually, this bishop a6 move gave her so much problems. Okay, rook d1, knight into e4, queen b2, bishop e2, rook c1, rook c8, knight c e1, hitting the bishop on e2, bishop into b5, a4, just giving so much tempo for white. Okay, this is what we call inexperience, yeah. Bishop a6, rook d1. Now c5 is not possible anymore because of the d5 pawn. Bishop is on a6. She had to play c6. Okay, rook c1. Now that c6 pawn becomes a target. Queen to e6, knight d3, threatening knight f4, 4 knight e5, takes, rook c7, rook d1, f6, knight e1. Now here Irina shows his understanding of the position. Okay, this backward pawn is a problem. And this light square weakness also, that bishop on g2 is very venomous. Rook to b8, knight d3. Okay, threatening knight into f4. d5 pawn is a target. Opening with b4. Takes, knight takes. Look at c6, look at d5. Rook into c8, queen to b3. Here, king g7, rook c2. Now white's threat is rook c1. Knight into d6. Irina went for bishop f1 and he made this important tactic, rook takes c6, yeah. Some strong players, they make mistakes, of course. Okay, the main point is that rook takes c6, bishop a5. Double attack on the rook and the queen. This could have been an easy win, winning 2 pawns. So that's why I didn't like that bishop a6, because it moves away from, that bishop a6 moves away from defending this light square diagonal. Yeah. So knight d6, bishop f1, too safe. Knight b8, rook to c1, she was fixed on the c6 pawn. Knight into e8, rook c3, d6, bishop h3, hitting the rook. Rook d8, knight into d3. Okay, here, for example, if black protects the b6 pawn, there's knight c5. So you really cannot protect that pawn. There's a pin on the rook on b7. Alice Lee realized that she can protect the pawn, so she played rook a7, takes on b6, queen c7. Now, if you capture the pawn on a4, still knight c5. Question now is where to put the rook. You cannot go back to a8 here, that's queen b7, or knight to b7, yes. Rook a2, there's also knight e6. She went for queen c7, just takes knight c5, simplifying the position, one pawn up, outside pass pawn, backward pawn, principle of two weaknesses here. King into g6, rook to b3, open file, knight to b7, rook to b6, knight into d6. The maneuvering is so good. That's why Irina has won the US Women's Championship a number of times. I don't know exactly the number, but she has won, I guess, 8 times. To d8, bishop f5, knight b7 back. Black is just too passive. Rook f8. Black is just waiting for white to go for the kill. Knight a5, hitting c6. Knight b4, just takes. Rook b7, rook on the 7th rank. Irina in her element here. King g8, rook cb1, the control of the open file. Double up on the knight has to move, or rook goes back, protecting the knight. Bishop e6 check, and then rook e7. Now the threat is rook 1 to b7. For example, you take that pawn on a4. How can you stop the mate on h7? Bishop here. So the positional mistake here by Alice, it's showing her inexperience. This move, bishop a6. Yeah, let's go back. Yeah, this bishop a6 move. Here, c5. Yeah, c5. Activate potential pass pawn. And then rook c8, control of the c5. Takes, centralized knight. That bishop on b7, protect d5. This is the way to go. Yeah. And you have a potential a4 also later in the game. With the bishop a6, this pawn became a target, yeah, especially on c6. Now rook to d1, you cannot anymore play c5 here because this is going to be a weakness with that bishop on a6. And then just giving up so many tempi here with a4. Okay, that c6 move also was a problem. d1, maneuvering, all right, this light square weakness. Yeah. That's it. White is already winning. Even f3 wins here. Yeah. You go knight e6 and then e4. You take the pawn, that takes e4. You cannot capture it back because there's e5. Yeah. There's a pin on the rook on c7. If you take, there's knight f2, hitting the queen. attacking the knight on e4. So f3 was also a possibility here. Oh, because of that line square weakness. Starting with that bishop a6 positional mistake. And before everything just went downhill here for black. Irina could have won with rook takes c6 here, and bishop takes d5. All right, so that was it. Again, Alice Lee still has a chance, okay? She will move to the elimination bracket after losing this match. If she wins that match in the elimination bracket, then she will play Irina once again in what they call the grand finals. This is actually the finals, and they have the grand finals. A bit confusing, but it's also exciting at the same time. Okay, so that was it. Day number 6 of the American Cup 2022. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting our channel. Try to smash chess and try to entertainment on Facebook and YouTube. This is Coach Oliver. Stay safe, everyone.